Have you ever asked yourself, why do people take advantage of those who are kind? Why is it that the softer you are, the more others seem to push you around? Welcome back to the channel, dear viewers. I'm truly glad you're here, because today we're diving into one of the most emotionally charged yet essential lessons of adult life: why you must sometimes say no, even if it means upsetting others. Any of us grow up believing that kindness is always rewarded. We're taught to be accommodating, to keep the peace, to give second chances. But as we step into adulthood, many of us learn the hard way. Being nice without boundaries doesn't always make people love you. Sometimes it makes them lose respect for you. So today, through heartfelt stories and deep insight, we'll explore a truth that every kind-hearted person needs to hear. If you never learn to say no, someone else will write your story for you, and they won't be kind about it. Let's begin with a woman named Baoyan. Baoyan was the office sweetheart, always smiling, always volunteering to help. Always the one people turned to when deadlines were tight or someone messed up. First, he felt proud to be needed. Helping made her feel useful, but slowly, something began to shift. Tasks that weren't hers became her burden. People stopped asking and started assuming. Her own work began to suffer. He stayed late. He skipped lunch. He even covered for others' mistakes, until one day, her own project failed because he had no time left to focus on it. Her manager was disappointed. "I expected better from you," he said. That sentence broke her. He had tried so hard to be the good one, the helpful one, the one everyone could count on. But when things went wrong, he wasn't rewarded for her kindness. He was blamed. That day, he walked out of the office, sat on a bench, and cried, not because of the workload, but because she realized something painful. He wasn't respected. She was used. So she made a decision. He went home, wrote a resignation letter, and left the company 2 weeks later. He said, "I'm not quitting work. I'm quitting being the sacrifice." Baoyan's story is not rare. You might even see yourself in it. You've probably helped people who never thanked you, agreed to things that exhausted you, smiled through moments you wanted to scream, because you didn't want to upset anyone, because you thought being kind meant never saying no, because you were afraid that setting boundaries would make you look selfish. But here's the truth: kindness without boundaries is not virtue, it's self-destruction. Let's hear another story. This one comes from a young entrepreneur named Ben. When Ben started his company, he partnered with a friend named Du, who was charismatic and well-connected. He introduced clients, smoothed negotiations, and acted as a bridge to opportunities, and trusted him completely. They grew together, profits rose, but soon, Du began demanding more. He wanted a share in ownership, saying, "Without me, none of this would exist." Ben reminded him that he had always paid him well, even shared bonuses, but Du wasn't satisfied. He said, "You treat me like a worker. I want to be a partner." When Ben refused, Du exploded. He left the company, took clients with him, and spread rumors that Ben was greedy and ungrateful. Ben was crushed. But instead of reacting with anger, he responded with wisdom. At a public event, when asked about the fallout, he simply said, "True friends celebrate your success. They don't try to claim it." His words spread like wildfire. Clients returned. His reputation grew. That was the day Ben realized not everyone who helps you is helping you out of love, and not everyone deserves a seat at your table. There is a difference between gratitude and surrender, between appreciation and obligation, between partnership and manipulation. So here's what you must remember. You can be kind and still have boundaries. You can forgive without forgetting. You can help others without being their doormat. If someone gets angry because you said no, it's a sign that they only valued you when you were useful. One more story, this time about silence. He was in a long-term relationship. He gave, supported, stayed faithful. Her boyfriend stopped making effort years ago. No more dates, no more conversation, no more appreciation. But she stayed because he believed love was about patience. He waited. He begged. He cried. Until one day, he found a message on his phone from another woman. He didn't scream. He didn't hit him. He just looked at him and said, "I finally understand. Wasn't love, it was habit, and I'm breaking it." He packed her things and left. 2 years later, he was running her own business, had found someone who adored her, and she said, "Leaving wasn't the hardest part. The hardest part was realizing I should have left long ago." So, let me ask you, where are you being too kind? Where are you saying yes when your heart screams no? When your life treats your silence as permission. You don't owe anyone your peace. You don't have to please people to be worthy. You don't need to be liked by everyone. Sometimes, the most powerful thing a kind person can do is stop explaining and start protecting. You are allowed to walk away. You are allowed to say enough. You are allowed to choose yourself. And if you're afraid that standing up for yourself will make you lose people, remember this: if they leave because you set a boundary, they were never really with you. Thank you for watching this video. If you've ever felt trapped by your own kindness, I hope today's message reminded you of your power. I want to hear your stories. When did you learn to say no? What boundaries changed your life? Share in the comments. And if this video moved you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear these words.
Before you leave, here's something special. In Buddhism, we believe that every encounter carries a deeper meaning. Would you like to discover your true soul connection, the one written into your destiny? Take the Soulmate Test today and unveil the hidden truths of your journey. Click the link below and begin your path now.
http://soulmate. You wisdom more, come, white.